Hi everybody, Martika here with Martika J Makes. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so. If this is not your first time, welcome back. So today we are going to be talking about 3 tips to help you get your Sewjo back. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what Sewjo is. Sewjo is when you need that inspiration to get sewing again, the motivation for Sewjo, like getting my groove back. Okay, so that's the best way that I can put it. And when you sew a lot, just like anything else, you kind of get in a slump sometimes where you just don't feel like doing anything. If you haven't experienced that, keep sewing, you will. I know that I have several times, but at the same time, I don't want to sit idle for a long time. Now, it's okay to take breaks, and you should take breaks to do other things that you enjoy, or just to take a break to just have a brain break, because even sewing can sometimes be stressful, as relaxing as it can be. So let's talk about this. Now, usually when I get in a little slump, it's probably because I'm overworked. It's probably because I have overwhelmed myself with a lot of different activities. Or it could even be because I have sewn so much that I haven't really taken the time to do anything else. So when I do take those little breaks, or I just don't feel like sewing, but I know I need to, there's something that I've been wanting to do, but just can't pull myself up to do it. These are a few things that I do. So I broke it down into 3 categories. And if you're wondering where I'm looking down at my notes, okay? So because I didn't want to forget anything to share with you guys. So the first thing that I do is I look for inspiration. Okay, I look for inspiration on Instagram. I go to some of my favorite sewists out there to see what they are doing. I go to Pinterest to get just some ideas and things, for just some simple sews, or just really get motivated by the different fashions that I might see. Also look for sewing reels or sewing videos on TikTok. Those little quick videos that showing other people like cutting out their patterns, showing them sewing, having them model what they've sewn, that is really inspirational, because it can help you just kind of I don't know, it just does something to you to see somebody else doing something that you want to do. So, that's number 1 for me. That's what I usually do when I just hunt around. Sometimes I even come to YouTube and go to some of the sewists that I follow. I might even look up a pattern number usually on Instagram if I'm looking for pattern numbers, and I might see, what others have done, if they've done that pattern before, if it's something that I've been wanting to do. So those are just some little things that help me get going. The second thing that I do is I choose easy. Okay, what do I mean by that? I choose an easy fabric to sew. I choose an easy pattern to sew. Now, why do I choose easy? Because if I don't really feel like sewing, I don't feel like doing a whole lot of thinking either, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. I want something that's going to be quick. I want something that's going to be easy, just to help me get going, to get that motivation back. So I usually find a pattern, that's in my own stash. And I also look for a fabric that's in my own stash. Now, sometimes it helps to look for the fabric first to give you an idea of the type of patterns that you might need to look for, because if you have mostly knits in your stash, pants might not be a great idea unless you're making a great pair of knit pants, and then you want to make sure it's the right type of knit. So look and see what you have in your stash first, because that might determine what it is you're gonna sew, whether it be a dress, a skirt, a pair of pants, a top, whatever it may be. You might have enough to sew a headband, I don't know, but just kind of search through your stash to get some inspiration there to see what you have. That way you don't have to go out to the store and buy anything, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if I need to get my Sewjo back and I don't have what I need, it's probably going to take me a few days to even get to the store to go get it. Okay, so just try and find something that you already have that's there. Also, when looking for these easy patterns, you want something that don't have a lot of notions, something that don't have zippers, something that don't have buttons, and if it does, maybe one or two or something like that, that you can kind of hand sew on real quick, or sew on with your machine really quick. Those things just really help. Elastic for me is always easy, so I don't mind elastic, but you know, just really patterns that just call for thread is just perfect for getting your Sewjo back. Also, let's see, what else did I write down here? That's it for number 2. Okay. So number 3, grab a mug of coffee or tea, hot preferably, and get busy, you guys. It's as simple as that. You've already looked for your inspiration. You've already looked through your fabric and your pattern stash. And at this point, you've picked out what you want to do. You're getting excited. You're ready to do something, you know, on your machine. You're ready to turn the machine on. That's another thing. Turn the machine on. You know, a lot of times that will get you going. So grab you something hot to drink or something cold if that's what you prefer. I personally like having a nice hot cup of tea or a nice hot cup of coffee to help me relax and really get my focus going and just get going. I usually turn on some music. Sometimes I try to watch TV or a movie or something while I'm sewing, but it's distracting for me because I keep stopping to see what's going on. So I like to turn on some nice music, some smooth jazz, or some I don't know, whatever, some old school, or, you know, some Nigerian music or whatever, just something that is going to just get me going and just help me to focus on that project that I'm doing. And then you guys, don't try, this is not one of the tips, but it's just my advice to you. Don't try to finish it all in one evening or in one day if you can't. Now, if you're excited enough to go ahead and do it, do it. But just do enough to get you going and get you excited about what you're making, because sometimes you can get going on something and then you find yourself getting into a rush. It's like, okay, let me hurry up and finish this. And that's where you usually find yourself making a lot of mistakes. I know I do. Those rush projects that I'm trying to hurry up and get done with, that's where the seam ripper usually ends up coming out a lot, because I've done something wrong. So just slow down, sit back, relax. Remember, this is something that you're supposed to enjoy. Take your time and just enjoy your Sewjo coming back to you. Okay, so I hope that has been helpful. If you have any comments or any more tips on how you get your Sewjo back, go ahead and share them in the comments. I'd love to read them. I'd love to have some more ideas, because like I said, we all go there sometimes. So have a great one, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.